Noah and I are headed to the supposed cursed ghost town of Two Guns, Arizona.
This is the bathroom, then you remove the toilet. Wait, what is this? Is that... sour?
Alright, so we made it to Two Guns, Arizona. This is where the Apache Death Cave was, where the Navajos massacred, they say, like 42 Apaches in this cave. So supposedly this cave is haunted. But right now we're just at this abandoned gas station as soon as you pull off into Two Guns. And there's supposed to be an abandoned skate bowl around here, so we're going to go look for a skate bowl and maybe check out Death Caves as well. Cool, ready, bud?
Yeah. Let's do it!
So as soon as you pull off the exit on I-40 to Two Guns, you see abandoned buildings and ruins everywhere. So we just took one of these dirt roads and we're just poking around looking for the abandoned skate bowl. Alright, I think this is the bowl right here on the right. Oh, yep, that's it. That's right off the freeway.
Ooh, look at that. Whoa, this is awesome! This is probably the changing room.
No, this was probably the changing room.
Yeah.
This would be a cool place to camp. Imagine you just park right there, camp, and you have your own skate bowl.
Yeah.
What do you think, bud? You want to give this a rip?
Yeah.
All right, get in there.
So I think this was a swimming pool until now it's abandoned and now they put it as a skate pool.
Yeah. It's a pretty tight transition. It is hot out here, just so you know. It's literally like 100 degrees. Uh-oh, we're leaking a little bit. Yeah, there's broken glass everywhere, so if you're out here, be careful. He just ollied in, put his hands down, and cut himself a little bit. No biggie. He's a tough guy.
So that was a cool little pit stop. The bowl is a little tight to skate, but it's worth checking it out. Got a little ollie and pumped around. Now we're out of here.
So now we're just driving around the ghost town of Two Guns and just looking at all the ruins. There's so many of these rock buildings that are like just falling apart. All right, we got the ruins for this old stone building right here. Be careful, okay, buddy? There could be sharp things and rust and... Whoa, look at that bridge. So I was reading a bunch of history on this place, and supposedly some crazy cowboy stuff has gone down at this bridge. Be careful, don't stand on the foundation of that building, dude. That's super weak. This is Tetanus City. But yeah, they said that they, like the old trains used to come through here. And they said some bandits held up the train at this bridge or something along those lines. They said that this whole town kind of turned into a little spot for outlaws and gamblers and transients. So this is called Canyon Diablo Bridge. What? You want to take the bridge? Let's do it.
Why are those there?
It's all barbed wire because this is all shut down basically. All right, let's go for it. There's a lot of history in this ghost town. It's pretty crazy. More ruins. A bunch of ruins over here. There's some other people exploring them. What's up, Noah?
Good. Oh, that's the cave. Is that it?
What's over there, bud? So supposedly this town was super cursed and it burned down on several occasions.
Oh my god.
What was this? I think this was like the fireplace.
Into here? But I want to go through here. Oh, go back out.
How'd you get into there?
Oh.
So these are the stairs to the roof.
These are the stairs.
Be really careful, okay, buddy?
Oh, look, up here!
Yeah, that's the stairs to the... Alright, we're going up these rickety stairs.
I went through the chimney, Papa.
This place is really dangerous.
I went through the chimney.
Look at this old tin roof. We're on the second story of this old stone building.
I could climb through the chimney. Look, Papa! Follow me!
Did you cut yourself on that?
No.
Damn, this is a proper house, dude. Look how they framed the windows with logs.
Down here. Then you get sent to the void.
He said go this way and you get sent to the void, he said. What a view. Damn, they had it pretty good in the Old West. This house was sick. Right on this little canyon. This is crazy.
They probably need mud and clay to just do this.
What's that?
Probably just need mud and clay to stick rocks together.
Yeah. Look, here's a little center area.
And what's down here?
Look at this outhouse.
Papa, you think it's dirty?
It's definitely dirty.
What are bees in here?
Thanks, so you would just poop sitting next to each other?
Yeah,
Or maybe there was a divider wall here, probably, actually.
maybe. Back in there.
They said the dude that was living here was kind of trying to turn it into like a tourist trap. He was selling the skeletons of the dead Apaches from the massacre. And he set up like an exotic animal zoo. It's a pretty crazy story.
To the cave where the people got lit on fire.
Yeah, we're going to the Apache Death Cave. So we looked at all those other old buildings and all those ruins. And now we're finally at the Death Cave.
Oh, Papa, this is...
That's it, all right?
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't think you can go in, buddy. It is very steep. Don't go in, okay? It's very steep. There's a lot of barbed wire. It's super rocky. And 40 something Apache Indians were burned to death in there. So I'm not sure that we even want to go in there.
What do you probably see in there?
I'd imagine that everybody already excavated all the skeletons and stuff like that. It's been a long time.
Or has there been this laying piece of meat on the ground?
No, this was a long time ago. I'm sure everything dried out. But then someone built a house right next to it. Wow, this house is very much still intact. You can see more into the cave over here from another entrance. It's like the roof of it. So you can see it actually goes pretty deep in there. So a bunch of Apaches were hiding in this cave from enemy Navajos. And then when the Navajos found them, they just trapped them in there and lit the whole cave on fire. There's a twisted. Yeah, I definitely see why this place would be cursed.
That's Apache's cups.
No, that's a red Solo cup. But this house is actually really intact. The roof is still on there. The walls are all four walls are there. See the framing for the windows? It's pretty cool.
I think there was no glass. I think in the night some of them would sneak in. Since glass wasn't made back then, I think they snuck into the windows and started killing them.
Maybe.
Alright, that's all folks. That's Two Guns, Arizona. We checked out the abandoned pool and skated it. Checked out all the old buildings. And we checked out the Death Caves. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.